We have several, well, we have three non-negotiables in the academy kind of organization. And one of them is that the academy needs to be sited on a college campus because we're bringing in students who may not ever have been on a college campus before. And so would it not be instructive for them to actually be learning on a college campus? And so from the beginning of the academy, we we have we have implemented that non-negotiable for the first many years. We were at Kirkwood, and you know, well, we were at Kirkwood. Um, Fast forward to 2015, maybe. The president of Mount Mercy University asked me to be on the board of trustees, and yada yada yada. How come? Why? I don't get it. But in taking on that challenge, or in doing what she was asking me to do, I asked her a question back, and it was, can we bring the academy onto the Mount Mercy campus? And the answer was yes. And so we have been there since 2015, which is what, coming on to 11 years. And we are eternally grateful to Mount Mercy for opening their spaces to us. We have, in essence, the run of the third floor of Basil Hall in the summertime, so that we have college classroom space. Um, and we have the opportunity to tour the campus. We have the opportunity to interact with anybody on campus who is of color, and also the president, who is not of color, but he's a significant personality. So that's how we got on the Mount Mercy campus. And, it's my fervent hope that that relationship, which has really been a positive one, will continue to be so. The other two non-negotiables is that our staff be of color, so that
Mm.
we have the opportunity, which is not typical in this environment, for students to be taught by people who look like them. And that requires, more than just looking at somebody on the street and saying, do you want to come and teach in the academy? Our staff is thoroughly vetted, and they have to have a knowledge of their culture and excellence in their academic area. So we're really fortunate in that we have had the same staff for, I'll say 5, 6 years, insofar as the person who's come on has been there for 6 years, but the person who's been there longest has been there for 10. And so it's for students to come to the academy summer after summer, which is our desire, that they come as freshmen, you excluded, that they come as freshmen and then come summer after summer until they're ready to graduate. They get that consistency, and they get the idea of the academy family in real time, because there's these same people. And the third non-negotiable is that the students that we recruit be students of color. And we used to say black, brown, and biracial because it's nice and alliterative. But we ran into a little problem because there are lots of brown people who are not African American, or not of African ancestry. And so we had to kind of eliminate the second B, because um, we had several requests for Latino students to come into the academy. And while, let me say this loud and clear, while we do not discriminate, and anybody who wants to learn what we're teaching is welcome to do so, it is apparent that a student who has a Latin background has a culture that is different from one who has an African background. Now, granted, there are lots of mixing of cultures, but generally speaking, if a student is a Latino, he has a different background, and B, he's closer to that background than African American students are to their ancestry. So I said, why don't you all do your own? And we can certainly give you the implements that have worked in our program. We'll work alongside you, but I think it would be important for you to grow your own program. While I reiterate, if you're interested in African American culture, you're welcome in ours. So, college campus, Black staff, Black or biracial staff, and Black or biracial students. Those are the three.